Mental Gen?
Mental Gen?
Brace yourselves, because this is a weird one.
Yeah. This story features Fluttershy. However, unlike most times, I will not be doing the voice of Fluttershy. Instead, a very special Fluttershy will be taking her place. To find out exactly what that means, well, you're just gonna have to listen.
Anyway.
The story we are reading today is
Flutterrape.
By TeXXy.
Flutterrape.
Chapter 1.
Rape attempts. Flutterrape.
Alright.
Flutterrape.
Let's just go for it.
Another day, waking up in the small, overpopulated town of Ponyville. Everything is fine, but you don't quite feel like yourself. You don't feel like P. Diddy.
Why would you want to feel like P. Diddy?
You sigh and shrug it off, slightly bothered that the day won't be quite as dazzling as you'd expect back to the night prior. You lay in your bed for a few moments, staring at the ceiling, wondering how magnets work as you do every morning.
Okay.
As time passes, you get bored and decide that magnets do not exist and they're only a figment of your imagination. Fuck you. Content, you lazily throw your legs off the right side of the bed, putting on the fuzzy gray slippers that Rarity made you. Dumb bitch made the one on your left foot too small. Bastard. You walk down your creaky stairs, greedily as ever, and plop yourself down at the empty, cold oak wood table. You grab a colorful cereal box that was sitting in the middle of the table and open it, uncarefully shoving copious amounts of Apple Jacks into your mouth.
Lols. How do ponies use boxes?
You ask yourself, amidst your ritual morning feast, hear soft hoof knocks on your front door, but don't acknowledge them. The sugary wheat cereal was just too good to give up. Minutes pass with more and more frequent knocking, but you choose to continue to ignore it anyways. Eventually the knocking gets louder. You sigh, throwing the nearly empty box down the table imperviously. You waddle yourself over the door and open it. Outside you hear Fluttershy's faint voice, timidly whispering to somebody else.
Here we go again.
You sigh. You turn the knob and look down to see none other than Fluttershy and Twilight.
Hello, what can I do for you this morning?
You ask, almost sarcastically. Fluttershy simply smiles and nervously kicks her hoof back and forth, skimming the ground.
Well, I've been trying to find your fetish for quite some time now. I decided to get some help.
The mellow mare said. You're more quiet than usual. You sigh into Twilight Sparkle, who was clearly holding back gratuitous amounts of laughter.
What's your excuse?
You ask.
Well, Jeremy, I've been hoping to study human sexuality, and, well, fetishes are a big part of it all, so I'm going to use my magic to help Fluttershy here. Whether you love it or not.
Of course. Fluttershy just has to have a
For science!
reason for everything. The custard-colored mare, before you grins, releases a screechy noise.
Oh, isn't this great, Jeremy? We offer so many fetishes. We can make you try them out.
Yeah, no.
You grab the door and slam it shut.
That's okay. We can still show you the fetishes from outside the window. And you'll have to come
No, this is Twilight. Okay. That's okay. We can still show you the fetishes from outside the window, and you'll have to come out eventually, mister. No. Wait. No, wait, that was Fluttershy. You know what? Okay, you know what? We just redo the line.
Pip hand ready?
That's okay. We can still show you the fetishes from outside of the window. And you'll have to come out eventually, mister.
No! I am not coming out, especially when Twilight of all ponies is out there helping you.
You can very faintly hear Fluttershy say something to Twilight, however you cannot understand it. You'd expect her to speak again, but instead Twilight spoke just loud enough for you to hear it.
Fluttershy here wants me to teleport in your house, but I won't do that. Instead, we'll find a fetish so great you'll want to go outside. Great.
You think to yourself. You walk back into the kitchen, grab your cereal box, take a pen and a sticky note, and you write on the sticky note. Things to buy after Fluttershy stops trying to seduce you. 1. More cereal. 2. Milk. 3. Pants.
Do pants exist in Equestria?
Yes.
Alright.
You walk to your living room, and with your trusty cereal and sticky note in hand, begin to push your couch towards the window. You sit right in the middle and begin shoving more cereal in your mouth. Watching and laughing, you watch Twilight pull out the big book of possible fetishes from a saddlebag. At this, your face turns the most perfect poker face you've ever seen. You realize where Fluttershy must be getting her ideas from. You add another section to the sticky note. Things to do after Fluttershy stops trying to seduce you. Burn all copies of the big book of possible fetishes.
You know, Twilight's probably just going to keep one for herself since he's like that. Anyway.
You think for a moment before yelling through the window.
Try all you want. I am not coming out.
Although you know this isn't true, you're content to keep yourself isolated here as long as you can. Sitting and watching, realizing how many fetishes must have been written on each page, you sigh. You know that things you have to do, and sitting watching horses guess your sexual fetish is going to intervene. You can stand up and walk over to the kitchen and sit down, reaching your hand back in the cereal box. It's empty.
Fuck!
You scream powerful as ever. You kick off your slippers and throw the box at the wall. Toy ring fell out.
Hey, I didn't know there was a toy in here.
At this, your day is instantly better. You slide the small plastic diamond ring onto your finger. You smile. You run upstairs into the bathroom. You undress and step in the shower. You lather yourself in soap and then rinse. You shampoo your hair. You shampoo it again because you forgot you shampooed it or not. You did. You rinse and turn up the shower. You put on your clothes. You are sexy.
No, you are not.
Walking back down the steps to your living room. You look through the window to see Fluttershy and Twilight still at work trying to find your fetish. Suddenly, you realize you have shit to do today. But you still can't and won't go outside. You sigh and plop yourself down on the couch again. Creaks badly under your weight despite being light. Well, looking back at the window, you see Fluttershy, who's the size of your house, looking back at you with enormous, adorable eyes. Is macrophilia a fetish, Jeremy?
Now!
Oh. You watch as a lavender aura forms around the giant horse and she disappears in a small flash. Twilight stares at you for a second, but her eyes seemingly fixed elsewhere. Wait for Fluttershy to appear again, but she never does. Minutes pass before the smart purple mare approaches the window and, with her hoof, holds out a rather small Fluttershy who stares at you nervously yet hopefully. You shake your head and giggle at the pathetic attempt. If only Fluttershy had realized that your fetish was a tiny Twilight sparkle. Fluttershy was overtaken by the purple glow again, returned to normal size. Fluttershy falls out of a sudden burst of light and topples over the Twilight. Both look dazed, however, and an ominous grin appear between the two mares.
Oh, fuck, they have an idea. No, not an idea!
You're taken by surprise when you see Fluttershy lean her head up to Twilight. You almost puke at the sight of Twilight sparkle. Wall ponies trying to kiss Fluttershy, a wall mare seductively. Twilight pulls her head away for only a few seconds. Twilight glances your way to look at your reaction.
Maybe this would be hotter if they were human.
You stare, but try to be disinterested as possible. You squint your eyes, frown, and pretend to gag. Twilight turns aside and throws Fluttershy aside like she's a comforter. They look in different directions and spit. Can't blame them. It was pretty gross. Now that aura appears around the fetish dictionary is up to Twilight Sparkle's face. You watch Twilight drop the book. She rubs her chin for a moment. Another flash of light appears. Lasts longer than before. As it fades, you see Fluttershy, who is now a gooey and opaque jello version of her self. She slowly trots over to you, jiggling with each step. Jesus, jumping Christ. It's Slimer shy, isn't it? Look. I know everyone has their own sexual kinks. It's what we do. We're humans. If you want to fuck a light socket, fuck a light socket. If you want to stick your dick in a mailbox, you can stick your dick in a mailbox. And if you want to get your jollies off with a copy of Twilight, whatever the fuck the books are called, do so. But for the love of Jumping Christ! I don't know what it is with this affinity for Slimer things. Slimer people, Slimer ponies, Slimer animals, Slimer Pokemon. It's weird. It's weird and it's creepy. I mean, really? Really? What is the deal? I mean, seriously. Look, I get it. Like I said before, everyone has their kink. Everyone has their fetishes that they like. But it's weird. For DeviantArt. I love DeviantArt. DeviantArt is one of the greatest collective minds of creativity on this entire goddamn planet. But it's kind of weird when you're scrolling down through pictures and pictures and pictures, and all of a sudden, Slimer, what the fuck? Yes, commissions and all that, but look, it's my own personal reaction. But please, what is up with it? I don't get it. Look, I don't care. If it gets your jollies off, go right ahead. Get your jollies off to the Slimers. But in the name of Cthulhu and all the elder gods and Jesus, Jack and God, I will never understand this. Jesus, Jack jumping Anakin fucking Christ.
I do believe what my co-host is trying to say is that these fetishes are neither kinky nor
They're
funny.
not kinky, they're not funny, they're not seductive, and they don't make any... I don't see how they can make anyone want to salute the morning. Anyway!
My personal opinion on this fetish is that it does not exist. Anyway, where... And now we lost our place.
No, I know exactly where we're at. My co-host likes to deny that things actually exist.
Like ponies.
Oh, God.
Hey, I accept God exists. I just don't accept his fan club. Anyway, that's for another issue altogether.
I try to acknowledge that Twilight doesn't exist, but then I'm reminded that all the fans do.
Wait, which Twilight? Because we're reading a story with Twilight in it.
Take your best guess, motherfucker. Anyway,
tangents aside.
Twilight licked her... Jesus! Okay. Twilight licked her tail. As Fluttershy approaches the window, she manages to slide herself up onto it and continue, like a slug. You have flutter goop all over your windows. Kill it.
With fire.
With fire. Lots of it.
Take off and nuke the entire site from orbit.
It's the only way to be sure. Twilight looks at you extremely hopefully. You just laugh. Damn these ponies. They drive me to drink. You tap the window, and both ponies' eyes fix on you. You mouth the word,
now,
towards Twilight. She's more disappointed than ever. Her ears are pushed back, and her eyes and mane are beginning to droop. Fluttershy is standing, anxious for the next fetish. You lean your head back on the couch and close your eyes. The day is going to be a very long day. Fuck.
And that is the end.
That is the end of chapter.
We might return to this on a later date, but for now, yeah.
For now.
I will post a link to the rest of the story in the description. There are 3 more chapters of this at the moment. This story contains multiple Fluttershys, a reenactment of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, a giant octopus, all hentai watchers know where this is going, and the phrase, "If you will not come to the fetish, then we will bring it to you." Yeah. Really though, Slimershy tangents aside and freakiness aside, this is actually kind of an entertaining read.
Yes.
And if we do return to this, special Fluttershy will also be back.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.